Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with selections for Wednesday, the 25th of May. And first of all, it's glad to be back, a couple of days rest, and hopefully I can reward you with some decent selections. I did actually have a look at these a couple of days ago, but I wanted to double check because I'd already picked two of them out, and they're the first two, and then I'd add two more. But I still wanted to double check that conditions were all right. Obviously, there's withdrawals and whatever, but yeah, more than happy with the selections. So here we go. The bet is a 50 pence each way lucky 15. I have also added 25p each way doubles, 25 pence each way trebles, and £1 each way accumulator. The total bet is £22. If you don't normally stake that much, reduce the stake. Yep. So here goes. The first selection is blackcurrant. Bearing in mind, I've taken SP on all of these because no matter what, I always seem to get worse odds by taking the odds with Skybet, and you don't get best odds guaranteed if you are in or using extra place races. So the first selection is blackcurrant at SP in the 140 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. This horse campaigns mainly on the all-weather, but it is showing decent form on the turf. It's an absolute speedball. So what he needs to do, he needs to get a decent break, go straight to the rail and make them all go for it. I wouldn't say it's a doubtful stayer, but I think it's got enough pace to get far enough in front to hang on. It's an awful race, and I think it's got a cracking chance. The second selection is Harvest Day at SP in the 310 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse is gradually working into a bit of form. I did mention to you to keep a close eye on the Easterby stable, and I mean all the Easterbys. Their best months are normally June, July, and August. I think basically when it starts getting really warm. There's a lot of northern meetings then as well. But they've also actually got a decent strike rate. So it always seems like it takes their horses 2, 3, 4 runs to get fit. Well, I think this horse is heading into a bit of form. The third selection is Dr. Rio at SP in the 448 at Beverley, paying 4 places instead of 3. Well, this horse by Paul Midgley, ridden by Kevin Stott, it made a decent first outing at Beverley over 1 mile 2 furlong. It then went on to the all-weather, and I do like that angle where it's a bit of a shock to the system. And I think what it's done is, I think it was off 61 on its reappearance. It's now off 57. It ran okay on the all-weather, where it's got a higher rating on the all-weather. But personally, I think it likes Beverley, and I think there could be a little bit of a gamble. You might think, well, why are you not taking SP then? Well, there might not be a gamble as well, but I do think it's got a cracking chance. And I just think the price that it was available at, I think it will get bigger at some point. I'm not saying it won't get back down, but I think it was 8-1. I think it could be bigger than that anyway. And finally, this is my nap of the day. Bankarwi at SP in the 520 at Beverley. This is not an extra place race, but if you go to racing.tv, type in the horse's name, Bankarwi, click on its last race at Hamilton, go through its form. You might need the Racing Post for that, on Racing Post Online. All its best form is on quick ground. Well, it tried to sneak up the rail at Hamilton, and as a commentator states, they were all absolutely legless going into the last furlong and a half. Well, it tried to make a move on the rail, and it was running right into the backside of the leader. It then faded, and you could see this horse, as well as all the rest of them, were absolutely legless at the end. It hated the soft ground. It's back on quicker ground. It's only good ground. It may get a tad quicker, but I think it'll be much better for the reappearance. And I do think if it hadn't have been for running up the back of the horse on soft ground, it would have actually ran a decent race last time. Being about 14 lengths in the end, but that's nothing. If you watch the video replay, you will see everything was legless. So I think with it being stopped in its tracks, I think it lost momentum and then just faded. So fingers crossed, the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.